Hello, beautiful collective, and welcome back to my channel, Lunar Moon Tarot. So everybody, happy Mother's Day. I hope you're having a great day. I hope you guys have some awesome plans. My kids have some plans for me today, you guys, so it's going to be minimal readings today, okay? So anyway, yeah, I hope you're all getting out and about and just enjoying your day. And yeah, I'm here checking out the energy. It's looking like there's a person from your past who's just really kind of going crazy over you right now.
Appreciation. This place is home.
Welcome back to the channel. Let's get another message to see what it is that y'all need to hear at the moment. As always, take what resonates and discuss the motherfucking rest. So let's see what's happening for you guys. What is in the energy? We're gonna see. Evil, most definitely. Okay, come. Bro. Okay. What is in the energy? Third house, the sun, happy thoughts. Ooh, illuminating. We also have Virgo energy here. This is just going to be a quick one. And then we have the X. Let's see. Hecate is coming through. Crossroads. Alright. Something being illuminated about your work ethic or your structure or your rituals. We have hospitality, generosity, reward,
Exposed.
winnings, fortune, a gift is reciprocated. Okay, so people are viewing you as a very generous spirit. Okay, share the wealth. You guys have an abundant mindset is what I'm getting. Okay, let's do this one on memory. So somebody remembers your generosity. Okay, this is what I feel like someone's reminiscing. It could be a
You must trust us.
Leo. Okay. Let's see. We have leadership. Yeah, you lead with generosity, with an abundant mindset. Okay? We also have renewal and indulgence. Yeah, you like to indulge in giving to others, and people view this as brave. Like, you just have this abundant way of being, and I don't know, I think people are really here for it. You lead with generosity, you lead with love and beauty. We have beauty here. Okay? We also have movement. You lead with beauty, movement. You lead with generosity, beauty, okay? It's definitely showing in your aura, okay? A very generous spirit. I feel like this is how people remember you, right? It's not always what you can do for others, but always how you make them feel. I feel like you always leave people better than you found them, right? And that reaps some damn good karma. So let's see, what's this memory here? What do we got for memory? 9 of Swords, damn. Okay, Ace of Cups. Yeah, you've given them love. Okay, so someone is remembering the time where you gave them love when no one else would. In a time of, like, strife, chaos. You gave somebody, like, an ease. DJ, ease my mind, will you play that song for me? Okay. In a time of chaos.
Where is my body?
Okay? Anxiety, chaos. You showed somebody like genuine love and care. I feel like you helped somebody ease their mind. Let's see. What's this leadership? Queen of Wands. Or no, the Fool. Sorry, Queen of Wands. Okay, we have the 5 of Cups though. And the Fool. Stepping out of like depression, anxiety, fear, worry. Somebody really remembers you giving them a helping hand, right? Saying some kind words, sharing some sort of wealth, like you helped them when nobody else would. This is how somebody is remembering you. I don't know if this person's out of your life now or what. What's this beauty? With the moon here? The 10 of Cups, but it did feel, it's almost like you showed them some sort of beauty. We also have the King of Swords, the 7 of Cups. 10 of Cups kind of fell sideways, so why is that sideways?
Tranquility.
The Devil.
It's kind of true, though.
Okay, we have sexuality here. That's like obsession. Ace of Wands.
Gamble.
And but you're biding your time and planning ahead. So let's see. Creating a map. Page of Cups comes out in the reverse. These cards are really neat. I'm seeing the octopus tentacles. The Nine of Materials, Nine of Pentacles in the reverse. Okay.
Hear us.
Ten of Inspiration, the Ten of Wands. The Ten of Pentacles. Yeah. So if you've been going through a difficult time, it's coming to a complete close. Right now you might feel like it's a little bit stressful because you have to do something. You have to open the door. You have to close the door. You need to be the one who's doing this thing. And then in the future, you're going to see that it really does work out. And it does bring through this idea of a rose by any other name is still a rose. I get the sense here that somebody called you. They called you something. They labeled you, and you are... they labeled you, and you're getting over it. You're going to shoot down the label. Nine of Inspiration, the Nine of Wands. Okay. Two of Inspiration, the Two of Wands. Nine of Cups. Love it. We've got the Page of Pentacles. The Muse of Inspiration. See, there's inspiration. Two of Pentacles. The Muse of Materials. Okay, so for some of you, this is about trying to make money, trying to change up your financial situation.
One night in 1944,
Come here.
some martial arts schools did techniques so deadly they were banned each century when secrets are hidden in the UK. Welcome back to Master Yourself. Today, we're uncovering the dark secrets of forbidden dojos. Techniques they didn't want you to know. Let's dive into the shadows. First, let's explore the hidden Kung Fu clans of southern China, a shadowy network of martial artists who operated in secrecy during the 1700s. These groups mastered a technique known as Dim Mak, the death touch.
Sacred. Johnson. Eliza.
The Western liberal mind conceives of itself as being good because it's liberal. The Western liberal tells him or herself, I'm a good person because I'm liberal. I'm liberal because I'm a good person, which means that I believe in things like the brotherhood of man, conscience and compassion, looking after the wretched of the world, the poor, the wretched of the world, standing up against abuses of power. These are all good things, and that's why I'm a liberal. And I'm a liberal because of all these good things. So, One of the expressions of my goodness and my liberalism is that I support.
Where is my body?
Ordinary people.
Let's talk about what has probably wrecked your relationships in the past and wrecked many other things. It's probably the same thing that's drained your mood and your energy levels in life, and maybe it's the one thing that made you connect to the Let's talk about what has probably wrecked your relationships in the past and wrecked many other things. It's probably
Frustration.
the same thing that's drained your mood and your energy levels in life, and maybe
Nope. It's not.
You are enough.
This interview was never meant to see the light of day. This interview was never meant to see the light of day, and yet you are reading it now. In 1954, 1 year before his death, Albert Einstein allegedly gave a conversation that was immediately classified. To this day, official science denies the very existence of this interview. But in the 21st century, thanks to the lost archives of one of his closest friends, Dr. Kurt Gödel, these words have resurfaced. This is not just an interview, it is a confession. Reflections of a great mind on what lies beyond the final boundary, beyond death. I know how it sounds. Sensation, legend, forgery. And yet, Gödel's manuscript was
You are
discovered in
loved.
the year 2022 in Princeton, in the double bottom of an old safe. The document began with the words, "These confessions may change humanity or destroy it." The journalist, whose name remains undisclosed, asked the first question. "Professor Einstein, do you believe in the continuation of life after death?" Pause. The document notes, long silence, a slight smile. To believe is not the right word. At my age, I prefer to know. The journalist did not expect such an answer. He continued, "But
Kane.
science, your science, has always denied the existence of the soul." "Not my science," Einstein corrected him. "Science, as understood by the masses, is limited to the observable. It is blind to what does not fit into formulas." "And now listen carefully," he added. "What I am about to say must remain between us, at least until humanity is ready. Life does not cease with death. This is not a hypothesis. This is a fact I understood not by studying physics, but by examining the mathematical structures of time and space." The journalist could not believe his ears. "Excuse me, Professor, are you speaking of the soul, of heaven?" "I am speaking of continuation, of transformation. Imagine a wave on the surface of the ocean. As long as there is wind, it exists. But even when the wind stops, the water does not disappear. The wave is no longer visible, but its energy remains in the ocean. Human consciousness is that wave. The body is merely a temporary form in which this wave manifests. When the body dies, consciousness does not cease to exist. It returns to the ocean." It took the journalist several minutes to process what he had heard. But how does this align with the theory of relativity? "Ah," Einstein smiled. "The theory of relativity concerns matter and energy. But another element
Obscurity.
has always eluded the formulas, the observer. Consciousness itself is not a product of matter, it is primary. The entire universe exists because someone perceives it. This is an ancient truth intuited by mystics, I arrived at it through mathematics. The double-slit paradox, the entanglement of quantum particles, all this points to one terrifying but beautiful thought. Consciousness shapes reality. And after death, it does not disappear. It returns to the source, to pure perception. And if you ask me whether God exists, the journalist leaned in closer. I will answer. God is not a person, not a bearded old man on a cloud. God is the ocean itself. The consciousness of all beings merges in this ocean.
Trapped here.
That is why no one who has ever lived disappears forever. Death is not the end. It is a return home. The journalist raised his eyes from the notebook. Somewhere outside, the wind rumbled dully. The spring of 1954 was cold and restless. Professor, forgive my bluntness, but how can a scientist of your level assert something so metaphysical? Einstein leaned forward. His gaze became serious, almost heavy. You think this is faith? This is knowledge. I have observed my work on the unified field theory led me to understand there exists a single structure connecting matter, energy, and consciousness. At the beginning of the 20th century, physicists thought the atom was the indivisible brick of reality, but we were mistaken. Beyond the atom lies emptiness, beyond the emptiness mean vibrations, the hum of the vacuum, and beyond that, Einstein paused. Mind. Are you familiar with the Einstein-Podolsky-Rosen paradox? Yes, quantum entanglement. When two particles, once having interacted, remain connected regardless of the distance between them. This is not just physics.
Agatha.
It is a hint. Connection is the foundation of existence. If particles can be connected across space, why cannot consciousnesses be connected across death? The journalist swallowed hard. The room noticeably grew colder. Professor, but this means yes. Einstein nodded. Consciousness is non-local. It is not bound to the brain. The brain is an antenna, a receiver, and the source lies beyond time and space. Death is not the destruction of the antenna. It is merely the disconnection of one channel of communication. But the ether remains, like radio waves that continue to exist even if
Police.
the receiver is broken. The journalist looked back at his notes. His hand was trembling. Forgive me, but why did you decide to speak about this now? Because time is running out, Einstein said quietly. I am already at the threshold, and the truth must not pass away with me. Humanity stands on the brink of the greatest discovery, the understanding that death is not the enemy, it is a transition. But if this truth becomes known too soon, it can be distorted, used for power, for manipulation. This explains my silence all these years. But I feel the era of materialism is coming to an end. Soon science and spirituality will merge. And then a path will open. At that moment, the sound of a clock was heard in the room. It struck midnight, 12 times. The journalist noted, these chimes seemed symbolic to me, as if the universe itself confirmed what was heard. You ask what awaits us on the other side? Einstein continued. The answer is both simple and complex. Everything depends on the level of awareness. Those who lived for power, pleasures, and selfishness will be tied to the lower layers
You
of
are a
reality.
gift.
Their consciousness will continue to wander among the shadows of their past. And those who sought truth, who loved, who served others, they will ascend, merge with the source, find peace, and a new beginning. I suspect that the cycle does not end. Consciousness returns again and again to learn, to grow, and to bring light into the world. The journalist lifted his head. Rebirth? Yes. Einstein nodded. but not automatic. It is a choice. Free will is the highest law. And when consciousness is ready, it can leave the cycle. Then comes what the ancients called liberation. In that moment,
Miracle.
individuality does not die, but dissolves into the ocean of light. Without fear, without pain, only love. He looked out the window into the dark night sky. We are all travelers, and death is not a war.
Yours.
It is a...
Right. Got it, man.
CIA liberating.
Boys and grannies are enjoying their relaxing time. But did you notice? A special framing joined them today.
A friend!
Just a reminder.
A friend! A friend! A friend! A friend!
Robert Sphere.
Yes.
You guys remember that, right?
Yeah. Yeah. Who can forget?
Introvert.
You forget. China's robotics industry.
Yes, it's humanoid robots.
Yes, pause it right when it comes up so we can show. Okay, so this is a glimpse into China's robotics future. If you haven't seen our last episode, I highly recommend go check it out.
I've been alone
We
for
covered the
years.
half marathon that they did with the robots.
Yeah.
And the propaganda showed all these victories and it was amazing and all this stuff. What we showed was actually what people filmed on their cell phones.
Yeah.
Which was a bunch of robots exploding
And
into
failing and
plastic
just
pieces
falling
and
down.
falling on their face.
Mhm.
It was horrible.
Yeah.
It was a bunch of toys.
Yes.
That
All
sucked.
remote controlled toys.
Now, China keeps lauding itself as the future of robotics and stuff.
Especially humanoid.
It's humanoid robots. We just keep seeing so many failures, and this is the latest, and this is actually terrifying.
Yeah. Let's
This is
take a quick
scary.
look. All right. So I'll get us out of there. These guys are busy, obviously running a test, or they're about to
Robots on the hook.
activate it or whatever.
Yeah. Robots on that red hook.
Yes. And as you can see, it just loses
It
control.
starts trying to attack them.
Yeah, it looks like it smashed their
Oh my.
laptop. It smashed
It
everything.
smashed everything.
Yeah.
This is metal, right?
Yeah. And it's scary.
The guy is super
Yeah.
scared. But hold on. We
Yeah.
found the original. So that was you guys, if you had seen that on social media,
Snooker
it was a
table.
joke.
Mhm.
We actually found the original audio.
Yeah, so,
Can you turn it up?
yeah, here we go. Turn it up, make sure you can hear this.
Table.
Okay, let's see, the original audio then.
I can see you all.
It really gives you some perspective. And you know what's weird?
But
All of China's robots seem to be, before they go crazy, they seem to be saying the same thing.
yeah, they are. It's
Do you
like
guys remember play that
Injected.
soundbite? Remember all the
Yeah.
other ones?
I know, it's like they go kind of crazy.
We
They
did slow
certainly
it
do.
down so you could watch their reactions.
Oh, okay, yes, let's take a look at their reactions. All right, here you go.
Look at the guy.
The guy, I mean, wouldn't you react in the
Yes.
same way?
Dude, it's so scary.
Absolutely.
I hate that so much.
Yeah, it's rough. It's rough.
I love, but I.
The shadows are me. I'm not playing games.
Nice bolster.
As you already know, every interaction between me is written in spirit. This is no coincidence. If my video came on your wall, it's for a reason. If you think this is not
Sound. You're okay here. Grace. This is helping me. I understand what you say. Skeletons. I'll throw something. My name is Mildred.
What? Mildred?
Check it out, man. Let's check that out, man. Who the hell is Mildred, man? Let's check that out, man.
We hear you.
Yeah, I there. Mildred. Oh. It's cheesy, man. Oh shit, I'm not on Wi-Fi, man. Be right back. That was Mildred.
YouTubers, my name is Charlie Chittenden. It is Thursday, the 3rd of September 2020, and I'm now going to conduct a ghost box session with the intention of attempting to communicate with the spirit of the missing Canadian woman, Mildred Sexton. Now, I'd greatly appreciate it if anybody could share this video in the hopes that any potentially significant information comes through, that it may be passed on to Mildred's family, to the appropriate authorities, or even if you could just share this video to raise awareness of the Mildred Sexton case. So with that being said, I shall turn on the PSP7 here, which I've connected to my stereo speakers for
Mildred was a bright light, a beacon of joy and warmth in the small North Carolina town where she lived her entire life. She was the kind of person who would bake you a pie just to see you smile, her kitchen always filled with the comforting aroma
You are
of
joyful.
freshly baked goods. Her heart overflowed with love for her family, friends, and neighbors. She was always there with a warm hug or a kind word. She treated everyone with kindness and respect, never hesitating to lend a helping hand or share a piece of her famous pie. Mildred was a hard worker too, holding the same job at the local diner for years. She took pride in her work, serving customers with a smile and a friendly chat. Her co-workers were like a second family, always counting on her for support and laughter during long shifts. She was a pillar of the community, loved by all who knew her. Mildred participated in every community event, always eager to contribute and make a difference. No one could have predicted the tragedy that would befall her, a sudden and unexpected event that left the town in shock. Her life was a testament to the power of kindness and compassion, a legacy that continues to inspire those who knew her, and even those who only heard of her remarkable spirit. It was an ordinary day in the small, serene town. The sun was shining brightly, casting a warm glow over everything, and a gentle breeze rustled the leaves, creating a soothing melody. Mildred left work at her usual time, eager to get home and unwind after a long shift at the diner. She said goodbye to her co-workers with a smile, hopped into her car, and set off on her familiar route home. As she approached the railroad crossing, she noticed the traffic light malfunctioning, its red light flashing erratically. It flickered erratically, confusing the drivers and causing a sense of unease. Mildred, cautious by nature, slowed her car to a stop, unsure of what to do next. She wasn't sure if she should proceed or wait, the uncertainty gnawing at her. As she sat there,
Don't go.
her next move, the unthinkable happened. The malfunctioning traffic light went completely dark, plunging the intersection into chaos. Panic surged through Mildred as she realized the gravity of the situation, her heart pounding in her chest. Then, through the darkness, she heard it. A sound that sent chills down her spine. A distant rumble, growing louder by the second, like a beast awakening from its slumber. The ground began to vibrate beneath her car, the vibrations intensifying with each passing moment. A high-pitched whistle pierced the air, a desperate warning that something terrible was about to happen. Mildred's eyes widened in terror as two blinding lights cut through the darkness, growing larger and more menacing.
Pregnant.
She was frozen in place, paralyzed by fear, unable to move or even scream. The train slammed into her car with a deafening roar, the sound of metal against metal echoing through the night. The force of the impact sent the car flying off the tracks, spinning.
Rose.
This could be one of the most spiritually charged locations we ever visited. What is paranormal? What does go wrong? How do we know when we capture something that is paranormal tonight? We can't explain it. We just can't debunk it. Weeks of it. Actually, please hit a turn.
DJX, the Ben Davis and Kelly K Show podcast. Supplying every demand on demand.
It is Horror Week, which means we are taking your real life
Our settlement.
ghost stories, unexplained events, phenomenons.
Scary stuff.
Yeah, scary stuff all week. And man, Louisville and the surrounding area, it's a haunted place.
Yeah, there are some stuff in different areas of town. It's not even really in one particular area of town, although, you know, Old Louisville, I'm sure, has a lot of stories, but it's everywhere.
Yeah, it is, for sure. And Audrey, thank you so much for allowing us to call you about the text you sent us about your dad. Will you?
Oh, once or twice a month he comes back
Understanding.
and does something to scare my husband.
Oh my gosh. Do you find it comforting?
Oh yeah, my dad was like the biggest prankster when he was alive. I remember as a kid.
Oh my god, I'm alive. Oh my god. Get to the point, motherfucker.
She screams.
How the hell did Mildred?
Something stirs.
Yeah, but how the hell did Mildred got in here, man? Fuck. I'm gonna have to do 2 sessions, man, for this. Where the hell did Mildred got in?
Sean.
Lisa, an inquisitive 10-year-old, arrives at her.
Well, apparently there's a lot of historical facts about Mildred.
I'm 10 years old.
Sean, 10 years old. Well, they always seem to like to disguise themselves as children. trying to catfish me, Sean? Let's just carry on, man. I mean, I can sense the positive vibe around me, but there's something I'm after, man. Maybe something about hacking, or I'm trying to get out. I'm trying to get some information about something that I've been suspecting. Maybe a hacker, or some names or whatever.
Cruelty.
Yeah, that kind of stuff. Cruelty. The fuckface kind of stuff, you know what I mean? This Goes Beyond the Gate by Mildred Augustin. Who the hell is Mildred? Mildred's Garden, an AI impromptu, I don't know. Mildred, everywhere.
Isaac.
Isaac. Who's Isaac? Alright. Isaac rings a bell, man, Isaac rings a bell. I know a guy named Isaac, man. You know a guy named Isaac? I think, yeah, he works at Alchemy, yeah, I think, that guy, I don't know if that's the guy you're referring to. Anyway, let's just get it on. Fussing about who show more love. I'm not a girl, man. Fuck. Science, it's a real thing. Jeez.
It's hard to let go.
Isaac. Let me guess. Isaac Newton? Because previously I was watching some Albert Einstein shit. So it could be Isaac Newton? I don't know. Let's just try Isaac Newton. Yeah. Oh man, why is always some fucking joker doing all this shit, man? Some fucking gay ass motherfucker. That's what I want to see, man. Real facts. I don't want no fucking goddamn faggot YouTuber going, hey, hi kids, today we're gonna talk about Isaac. Fuck you, man.
I'm not aggressive.
I'm not. I'm just saying a point, I want to see facts, get straight to the point, don't talk about yourself, fuck off.
Famous scientist in history. Born to a farmer in 1642, Newton worked his way through school waiting tables and cleaning wealthier students' rooms. He went to university at Cambridge, where he would eventually earn a professorship. During the Great Plague in 1665, Cambridge shut down and Newton returned home. It was during this hiatus that he first conceived the method of infinitesimal calculus, began to theorize the laws of planetary motion, and started his work with light and color. Though his discoveries would change the world of science, he didn't care about the glory and fame that came with them.
He wasn't too concerned with publishing it, making it available to other people, getting glory for his own sake. It was an intellectual challenge that he wanted to deal with.
Every discovery that Newton made had two aspects. First,
My name is Robert.
Newton made the discovery, and second, other people had to discover that he had made the discovery.
In 1671, Newton demonstrated his revolutionary reflecting telescope for the Royal Society, and soon after published his notes on color, describing his research on optics. After a visit from Royal Society member Edmund Halley, encouraging Newton to prove Robert Hooke's hypothesis on planetary motion, Newton wrote his Principia, which introduced his 3 laws of motion and first described the idea of gravity.
Newton's Principia is just...
Thank you for visiting.
Yeah, so I think I got I got 2 leads here. One is Albert, because I've been using the other app, the Necrophonic app, and I keep hearing an old man's voice saying, "My name is Albert," and I'm thinking, who the hell is Albert, So I was picturing Albert, I was seeing like this guy, some, I don't know, probably some serial killer or what. But then I realized, what if it points out to Albert Einstein, and because Albert Einstein did believe in the afterlife, and everything, and so there's one lead there, and Isaac, goes back to Isaac Newton, back in the 16th century, in which he discovered something about space and light. Okay, today's session.
Dark.
Yeah, that's what I was gonna say. I think I pretty much covered the topic of light. As in a flashing light bulb, a light. Okay, since this is a paranormal app and the data can seem to use this app, I think they might need a guiding line there, I guess. So I'm just gonna be quiet and just listen. Dark. It's not dark, it's just not dark, not dark. Who the hell is hiding? Mildred.
My name is Harry.
Right. Harry Potter? Fuck, man. Shit. Harry Houdini. Harry Houdini. I don't know. Could be, are you, Harry Belafonte? Mzete. Come on, Daddy, made me wanna get home. Oh, Mzete. Daylight come and we wanna go Mjete.
Important.
Daylight come and... Oh, you got a letter there? How important is it? How important is that, man, you know? What is important? Harry? Are you the dirty Harry? The clean Harry? I don't know.
There was a fire here.
There was a fire here. Fire is everywhere, man. What do you mean there's a fire here? No, there was no fire here. Yeah, there was a fire where I worked.
Light.
Previously, I was working in a place where... I'll tell you a story about this place where I worked previously. Fire. I'll tell you a story about a place where I was working peacefully for a while, you know, and I was earning quite decent, you know. It was good, you know, till I found out that...
Justice.
Till I found out, yes, exactly, somebody died in that building where I worked, on that level, man, you know, level 6, where I was stationed at. And there was an office fire that broke out in that building back in 2016. Apparently, the fire broke out because there was this couple. They were in the law firm, you know. So they were both lawyers in the law firm. Back in 2016, that building was like this, some corporate shit, man. And there was a fire there. And the husband knocked the wife out with a fucking padlock to the head, you know, and the wife knocked out. Yeah, it's in the news, you know. That's how.
No, go away.
I mean, that's how the reports came out, you know. The husband knocked the